Welcome back to Project 613. Today we once again learn the mitzvah from the Ten Commandments, Zachor et Yom HaShabbat l'kadshor. Remember the Shabbos day to keep it holy. And as we've already learned, this mitzvah is a reference to making Kiddush on Friday night and making Havdalah on Saturday night when the Shabbat ends. And as we learned, biblically, the mitzvah is to recite the proclamation, to declare the holiness of Shabbat with words. It was our sages who added that this declaration should be recited over a cup of wine. So today we are going to learn some additional halachot pertaining to Kiddush and then some halachot pertaining to Havdalah. When it comes to Kiddush, number one, in order for a person to fulfill their obligation in Kiddush, they have to eat a meal following the Kiddush as well. This meal can either be through washing for bread or through making a borei minei mizonot and eating either a piece of cake or a cracker, a biscuit, or anything that gets the mizonot blessing, or through drinking an additional cup of wine in addition to the Kiddush. Either of these three would be enough to make the person fulfill their obligation of Kiddush and to be considered a meal following the Kiddush in order for them to fully fulfill the Kiddush obligation. An additional halacha about Kiddush is that if a person forgot or for whatever reason didn't recite the Kiddush on Friday night, then on Shabbat day they should recite the entire longer blessing of the Kiddush that usually appears only in the Friday night version of it. Because usually on Shabbos day, if you look in your Siddur, you will notice that the Kiddush on Shabbos day is very short. Usually, really, it's only the blessing of Hagafen and another few verses that we say as an introduction. But the actual blessing of Kiddush, sanctifying the day, is made on Friday night. If that blessing, for whatever reason, wasn't made on Friday night, a person should say that blessing during the Shabbat day Kiddush. When it comes to Havdalah, if a person forgot to make the Havdalah or didn't make the Havdalah on Saturday night, they have until Tuesday to make the Havdalah, until the Tuesday of the following week. Another few things about Havdalah is that during Havdalah, not only do we drink a cup of wine, and of course we say the blessing that declares the holiness of Shabbos and how it's different from the 6 days of the week, we also smell special spices to uplift our spirits. The reason for this is that since the Shabbat was considered a special time where we are gifted with an additional soul, and now when Shabbat ends, we are now missing this extra measure of vitality. Therefore, we rejuvenate ourselves by smelling the spices, and we make a special blessing, borei minei besamim. During the Havdalah, we also make an additional blessing over fire called borei ma'orei ha'esh. And the reason why this is done during the Havdalah ceremony is because the Medrash tells us that Adam and Eve first discovered fire and first benefited from fire and then thanked Hashem for it when the Shabbat ended, the first Shabbat that they were created. When that Shabbat ended, that is the first human discovery of fire. And for us too, every Motzei Shabbat, as this is the first night of the week that we are going into, we thank Hashem for the special gift of fire, without which our nights would be dark, gloomy, and cold. And this is why we make the special blessing during the Havdalah of Besamim and of Borei Ma'orei Ha'ish. Have a wonderful day.